السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وارنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Can you tell them where we are?
So we are reading from Al-Mathnawi al-Nuriyya, the seedbed of the light.
Third treaty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Part 3. So one thing, this sentence, read this sentence and we will talk about it.
Okay. Destiny draws outlines or plans according to the purposes assigned to it by wisdom and power, builds it accordingly.
Now, tell us what you understood from it.
So that, right. Well, I'd see different factors that are linking to, or that make up destiny, or at least what destiny is extracting from.
Destiny, you understand, destiny is translated from Arab qadar. It means, we usually call it divine determining.
Mhm.
Or really how the order of this universe has been established, including the human beings in it.
Right. So that it basically draws or picks from according to like the purpose that's assigned to the overall plan, I guess.
We are not going to study destiny, the subject of destiny.
Right.
Our subject is not destiny.
Right.
But just to understand the sentence only. Now, the purposes assigned to it by wisdom. Now, we should, just to understand the sentence, what is, if someone says, what is destiny, what is divine determining, what are we talking about? What do people mean about it? So, destiny, what we should understand, draws plans, whole plan of the universe. But according to what? According to the purposes assigned to it. It means actually to thing itself. Anything.
Right.
It may be your choice, it may be your, I don't know, you have fingers, whatever. Assigned to it by wisdom. How we should understand the divine determining in a very simple, at a very simple level, whoever or put this universe in order and is creating within this order, giving existence to the universe within this order, including me as well, we conscious beings must be aware that this plan of the order has been assigned by the one who has absolute wisdom. So according to his wisdom, he planned it. Not arbitrary, not accidental. So if someone says, why, for example, this tree is like this, why this animal is like this, to try to see the wisdom in it. That according to the purposes assigned to that animal, it is not accidental. It is conscious. It is the result of a conscious choice. of the Maker, who has absolute wisdom, try to see the wisdom in it. Try to see the wisdom in it. You will be very pleased. For example, in our daily life, we say, something happened to me. Something created in this way or another way. And I may be affected by it. Maybe an inflict pain or something may cause happiness in my life. Okay. I have to see the wisdom in its existence, in its creation. Try to see the wisdom rather than, I am happy, I'm not happy. No, it means, I'm happy with it, oh, very good. For what? Or if it is something disturbing, I would say, I'm not happy with it. So what? It is not your happiness or pain or non-happiness. It is our duty to see the wisdom, why the thing is created in this way to me. See the wisdom of the Creator there. Of course, this wisdom of the Creator has a purpose. For conscious beings, we don't know other beings. This is not our concern. Our concern is, as a conscious being, I have to ask, rather than jumping to the conclusion that whoever created this is harming me. Or whatever happened here, I'm pleased with it. What is the purpose? If we don't think of the purpose, we don't really understand our mission here in this world. What are we doing here? But if I understand the purpose of the existence, I can use my free will according to the wisdom in the purpose of the creation of a particular thing. So rather than criticizing it or becoming overjoyed, I mean, if we are happy, we are happy. If we are not happy, we are not happy. It's quite normal. That's what we are created. But rather than concentrating on our happiness or unhappiness, I have to concentrate on the purpose in the existence of that event. That's what we should take an attitude towards divine determining. Do we do that? Rarely. We don't. We take an attitude towards the effect that we feel, effect of the event that we feel. And then either be happy or unhappy. Most of the time, we criticize it when we are unhappy. Well, understandable. When you are unhappy, you have to criticize it. But we never turn, not never. We usually don't turn our face and try to see the wisdom in it, in its purpose of existence. Why am I here? Why do I exist? So accordingly, my existence will make sense within this order, which is called qadar. Or here the word is destiny, but divine determining. It means somebody determines it on purpose. And this somebody has absolute wisdom. Try to see it. You will see it. According to the purpose. Are we here in this world, the purpose of our existence is to be happy in our physical world? But we prefer to be happy, definitely. Definitely we prefer to be happy, but the purpose of existence is not to be happy and die happy.
So it's not really about looking at the wisdom of this, or the purpose behind a certain event, as in the event itself, but the emotions it triggers. So, for example, even if an event happens, say an earthquake happened, people died, right? Any catastrophic event, I will criticize it. And that's what is useful for me to analyze, because why am I criticizing something that's completely natural, completely normal when it comes to the creation? Like, okay, the earth shakes. We all know that. Why would I criticize it? It's that criticism that even if it looks negative, it's helpful for me to analyze it, because it's telling me that I don't like this, even though it's a very natural thing from my point of view. Natural meaning
From
that,
my point of view.
for natural meaning that it occurs naturally, like it's not something that is weird, right? But for me to not like it means that there's something in me that is not just extended from the natural point of view. No, there's something that it aspires for more than what I see. So even if I'm criticizing it, it's useful for me because it tells me that this is not good enough for me.
I think the word criticize, I would rather say it if I am unhappy with it.
Right.
So that I take a reaction. It shouldn't happen. Why is it happening?
Right.
No. And also, it is natural, or you mean that is how the order has been established by the one who it is not happening by itself.
No.
How the order has been established, it is taken within the order. And order has its reins in the hands of the one who gives existence to the universe. These must be clear in our mind. And then, I am not happy with it. That is normal. But rather than take a critical attitude and take a negatively rejecting attitude, we have to say, what is the purpose in the existence of it, so that I will see the wisdom in it is happening too. Yeah. Now.
Right. So the point I wanted to make was that I'm not trying to find the wisdom in the event itself, but trying to find the wisdom in the feelings that I felt because of that event.
Okay, the feelings that I felt, yeah, my feelings don't like it. That's what how I am made. Now, how I am made, and also extended to the wisdom in the existence of that thing, event, including your existence, including the existence of the external world. That is what we are expected to be aware of, conscious of.
Just to be clear, I should be aware of the existence of the event, not
including that particular event within this general thing.
I don't necessarily have to know the wisdom behind that particular event.
Yeah, you do. I feel I do.
So it triggers you to some
I
feelings
do. I
that
mean, I
particular
don't.
events is
Sorry,
connected.
from the beginning, because
Yeah.
I confused.
Sorry. So you face an event, you interact with the universe, and obviously you experience it, and then you get some feelings through it. So they are connected. So through the event, you experience some feelings.
I understand that. What I'm
Okay.
saying is that I should not fall into the error of an earthquake happened in some place in the earth. I think people do. They say, well, yeah, those people probably deserved it, right?
Well, that is their interpretation.
I
What we are
understand.
learning in
So,
the right way of analyzing
I
the
understand.
matter.
That's why I'm saying we should not get too caught up in that particular event versus
Oh,
the existence of earthquakes. Oh, what lesson do I take from that? Why do I dislike earthquakes in general, regardless of who it
That's
impacts?
correct. That is correct, but shouldn't be limited to that attitude. Come to this particular event. For example, you are, I don't feel well. Now, let's say somewhere in my body is aching, okay? Why is it happening to me? What's the wisdom in it? According to the purpose of, one, my existence, two, in the existence of this particular event. As far as I am concerned, I know it is within the order of the universe. Even I never get ill or sick. I know that some people get sick. I know that the hospitals are full of people. I know that. So sickness happens, but particularly when it happens to me, of course you are right, saying that what is the wisdom in the existence of sickness? Now, in a particular event, I have to come to myself, what this particular sickness is afflicting me right now. So I have to try to see the wisdom, but the wisdom is in the purpose of the existence of that event. In the purpose of the existence of that event. Do you get it? Wisdom? We usually, if we believe in religion or anything, we say, Allah knows, but it is just a meaningless expression. We have to be conscious of what we really mean by it. Now, there's common language, religious common language, brings you nothing, no virtue.
So
No, that's right.
I understand what you're saying, and you have to make it personal. But I feel that if you look for the purpose in a certain instance of that event, then you can easily miss the point. So, for example, say you were saying you get sick,
Yeah.
right? And because you got sick, you missed an interview that you were supposed to go to. Right. It's very easy to say, well, yeah,
But we
maybe
should
there was
be
a
careful.
purpose in getting sick, so maybe I don't go to this
This is like
interview.
this. We worked on it, sister.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we worked on it for quite a long time. It is not the result of neglect, We couldn't solve it.
Right. So say, okay, I'm sick, so I didn't go to this interview, and maybe that's better because then if I had gotten
No,
that job,
wisdom, I understand, but of course this is the general mistake. Those people who believe in nature, naturalism, or materialism, they said this is what the nature is. Nature has no purpose, no wisdom. So it happens, we have to accept it, finish. Because we are here for a temporary period, we will die and disappear anyways. That is easy for them. Although to have an attitude towards that particular event is easy for them. But because of the naturalistic idea, this man can never be satisfied in his life, whether everything is or everything happens as he really loves it. His life is from the very beginning ruined. So this is why they don't take lesson from particular messages, because they have nothing to lose. They have already lost everything in materialistic view. Of course, Quran speaks to the people, message of the Quran speaks to the people who are concerned. What am I doing in this world? Why am I here? What does my existence mean to me? So these people will hearken to the message of the Quran. If you have this concern, but two things are the possible ways. One of them are, one side is materialist and says that's natural, that we have to suffer. That's how nature is. Nature has no consciousness. So By chance, it may happen to you, it may happen to you. Let's see who is lucky until we die. Right? That is why they never get the pleasure of really knowing the purpose of their existence. They never experience happiness humanly. That's why they are indulged in world life and making money, profession, etc. Why? Because they know that we exist only until we die. Let's make most of it. Now, another danger is, I am a religious man. So I believe in God, and God will take care of me. No, in the hereafter, so I pray and finish. If something happens, what is the purpose in that thing? In the existence of that thing. What is the purpose in my existence? Have I ever thought about it? Why do I exist? Being religious is another alternative to materialistic worldview. Doesn't help you at all. Maybe an obstacle to question your own reality. Now the dangers. So most of the people who claim to be believers, they do so not because they are aware of what they are doing. They found themselves in a culture and they attribute to the culture. That's what they say. We will die and Allah will take care of us. What are you doing here? How are you using your human qualities to fulfill the purpose of your existence? How? How do you do that? So in both sides, materialists and cultural religion, value-wise, are the same. Now you have to question. You have to be serious. The existence is serious. Life is serious, really. So.
Can I ask a question? Earlier you said purpose of existence is not to be happy and die happy. Okay. But maybe through finding the meaning of existence, you can get...
Die and disappear, eh?
Right. But then you said purpose of existence not to be happy, but maybe through finding the purpose of existence, you can get happiness.
Yeah, if you are aware
I'm a little disturbed with this sentence.
Now,
purpose of existence
the statement is, the purpose of my existence cannot be that I won't get ill at all. But I will pay attention to the reality that in the purpose, in my existence, what is the purpose? In the existence of illness, what is the purpose? So get the pleasure from finding the purpose in the existence of pain. Do you understand? Yes. Find the purpose in the existence of pain according to the purpose of your existence. So this is a very fine difference which makes a huge difference. So this sentence gave us, provides us an opportunity to just revise ourselves. Which kind of attitude do I have towards the existence of this universe?
I'm new to this class. I just want to know, this book, is this like your book or just this source of information? This is your book?
Doesn't matter.
I just want to know because I want to look it up online.
No, online is the most dangerous place to learn reality. No, what are you going to do with it?
This book over here. Who's the
No. Look at the text. What the text says. It's pointless. That's what we don't clarify which book is it, what is it. Doesn't matter. What are we learning from the text? That is our purpose. So if you wonder about the author, it means you are after something completely irrelevant. Are you happy with that? Are you happy with that? Okay. So be careful with the idea, not the name of the book.
Okay,
Bismillah. So, another thing is, another thing in this sentence, a paper, if you have more, please take care of. So where is your brownie?
I'll get.
And you? Then you can get?
Yeah.
Sure.
There's more papers.
There's only one.
Oh, no, look there.
Other two, yeah, if there is another person comes, offer them. Serve people. Take the pleasure in serving. Yeah, not, we should be ashamed of being served. We should be pleased to serve the leaders. That is the pivot of Iman. Believe in God. Okay. So, and now this is what the wisdom is. This is how to plan and blueprint, the plan of the existence of the whole universe. And we have to try to see the wisdom according to the purpose of the existence of the thing, whatever happens, in everything. If you see one, I don't know, an ant walking from here, don't get annoyed. Look at it. Which kind of being is it? Why? Why is it created? Why is it given existence? Why I am somehow put in contact with this? And power, sorry?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So like when the ants are like in your pantry and eating all your food,
And let them eat.
that's the moment where you're saying you're supposed to be like, what's the purpose of these ants?
In any case, it was an exit of eating your food. First of all, let's correct the language. It's not your food.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry.
The second one,
You're right.
yeah, the second one, the ant is the cemetery worker. So it comes to clean it. So don't keep it there. Keep your closet clean. This is what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but still see the wisdom in their existence. How meaningful it is. Who is employing them? How do they have this kind of mission? From where did they get? Don't say Allah, God made them. But see that really in its own existence, see the manifestation of the wisdom within the purpose of its own existence. And understand that the same wisdom works for you within your own existence. From the existence of the ant, the one who gave existence to the ant is the one who gave existence to you. And come back and say, what is the purpose of my existence? Why do I exist? Why all these feelings that I am really equipped with exist? That's the main point of the purpose of our being here. We are not after knowledge. We are not after information. If someone doesn't know why does he exist, even he may be the best knowledgeable person, so what? He will die and perish away, according to him. Or, in reality, the one who created him, he will say, have you ever thought of your own existence? Why do you exist here? So you were just running after the information. And for what? You had no purpose. So this is his problem. We should be very careful we have to come to our reality. This is the wisdom side of it. How about, if you like, two aspects of the creation which we will come here in the following paragraph are always not mixed. But mixed, you can say mixed as well, but the outer side, inner side. Outer side, it is an act. Inner side, the wisdom in its creation, manifesting itself. So, inner side, if the inner side is wisdom, the wisdom manifesting itself in the existence of the ant, outer side is the power manifesting and making it exist in a physical form. Now, for the materialists, they see only the physical side. But they don't see the power needed for it to exist. They say it exists by itself. I think the materialists are very simple-minded people, or as a result of being simple-mindedness, one ends up to be a materialist, reducing the existence to the only physical appearance and matter itself, without even, they are not sincere there too, without even how this matter came into existence. They don't question it. How did it come into existence? Don't jump in that God created it.
Well, they say matter cannot be created nor destroyed.
No, the language is shifted. They don't say that matter, they don't say created, they say matter is eternal.
It cannot be created.
So, not be careful. Create means giving existence from nothing. It means they say it is eternal. But is there any way for a human being to confirm that the matter or anything else can exist eternally but continuously subject to change? Appointed. So if it was like this, the pencil is here, that's it. That's it. But if it moves, if it changes from one form into another, and it is subject to a certain order, that's order, that change came to existence, and the change is taking place within a perfect wisdom, not accidental. So you want a human being with no condition in his mind. It means not opinionated mind. Question this. Why they say, in fact, if you really argue with them, if you really know the philosophy behind them, they say we cannot extinguish the existence of anything, neither can we give existence to anything. Whatever already exists in the universe is eternal, they said. Is it stupid? Correct. I cannot really send anything in the universe into a non-existence, and neither can I bring anything into an existence. But the things are in existence. The things are subject to change. I cannot do it. Human beings cannot do it.
And nothing in the universe can do it.
Sorry?
And nothing in the universe can do it.
Yeah, that
That's
is
the
why
point.
we have to question. Good point. That's why we have to question where did the existence of this already existing universe come from. This is human question. For example, if I ask myself, can I say that I exist myself, I cannot be extinguished and I cannot be brought into existence? Yeah, my father can't. That's correct. My mother cannot. And anything in the universe can. But I do exist and I am given existence, and my existence is subject to continuous change, not accidentally, with wisdom. What is the source of existence of that wisdom? They are extremely simple-minded people. I'm not insulting them. We should know that this is a very extremely simple-mindedness. I shouldn't buy into it. I have to use my human qualities freely. I shouldn't jump into the religious conclusions, the cultural conclusion, but at the same time, I have to use my human qualities. Feel free. So, matter, if you like, the sentence says, power builds it accordingly. Matter is given existence by a particular choice of power, choice of something which has power, which gives existence to something. That is why we have to think about the existence seriously. So power gives existence to a thing, not arbitrarily, accidentally. Wisdom works hand in hand. Wisdom requires the thing to be in a particular way. Power gives the existence to that thing according to this particular way, which is the requirement of wisdom. We have to see the correspondence between these two, power and wisdom. We have to see how come this thing exists, question one. Question two, how come the wisdom in that thing exists? Understand? So they are in harmony. They never contradict each other. The universe, look at the universe. Everything is within order, and order is so much complicated. There are trillions of different options to be in this way or another way. Because matter cannot decide on itself, saying that I'm going to be a table, so I have to be a particle. They have no quality to do that, we can see. So somebody puts it there, if not, no. So they cannot choose it. But we know that there must be a power or anything behind it to make the decision and give existence to it according to the purpose of its existence, mix the existence with the purpose. So we have to see two things at the same time. That is how we can understand divine determination basically, very basically. But practically speaking, I should be very careful from one aspect. One, it is given existence. Two, it is given existence within a certain wisdom. Right?
So that's how you see power and wisdom. So
Yeah, in the existence of the things. So in order to be able to do this, you should free yourself, start from scratch. Don't stop claims in any way. Be free. Question it. Free. Don't say, I'm a believer, I'm not a believer. No. Whatever you are, doesn't matter. At this moment, right now, which attitude did you take towards your existence and toward the existence of others? Right now. You are responsible for now. Yesterday is gone. This is whatever you think about, it doesn't matter. Tomorrow has not come yet. Now, question now. And you can really understand that your existence is a wonderful act of creation, full of purpose. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Okay, we can pass it. This sentence, because our subject is not studying divine determining today, not at all, but we are studying divine unity. But in order to really understand divine unity, we have to see that the things have two aspects. This sentence was the preparatory, introductory sentence to the subject. Okay.
Know, O friend, that everything has two aspects. Its visible form, which resembles a garment made specifically for the functions and purposes assigned to it, and its immaterial aspect, which comprises all forms it will assume during its life. This is like a circle.
Okay, let's finish the paragraph.
This is like a circle formed by something with light attached to one end spinning around itself at high speed. An item's immaterial aspect is, in one respect, its life history determined by destiny, which we call fate, or the destiny of things. Both aspects contain wise purposes for the item's existence and life. The material aspect requires power, while destiny determines its shape and growth. I'm going to continue.
Now, okay, it's said in other words, it means the person who translates it feels that it needs more further explanation. Let's finish one more line.
All right. In other words, destiny draws outlines or plans according to the purposes assigned to it by wisdom, and power builds it accordingly.
Now, power builds it accordingly. Now, I think fundamentally this sentence studies the same thing that we have been studying. In the subtitle, it was summarized there. What did you understand from this example, like a circle formed by something with light attached to one end, spinning around itself at high level? What did you understand from it? Tell us as you understood. Anybody, actually. Did you get what it means? Oh, the person is gone. That was the question of that person. Yeah.
I can visualize
Yeah.
this analogy as saying. I'm still very unsure how it relates to somebody's or something's destiny in the paragraph.
Forget about destiny. We are not studying destiny. So we are studying to see that the things have two aspects, right? One looks to the power, the other one looks to wisdom. That is our purpose. Okay. But of course, the side information that when we say destiny in a very simplistic way, saying that God decides and we have to do it. It's a very, very simple-mindedness. Okay. So you can visualize it and explain, describe us your vision. How do you visualize it?
I mean,
The example. Use the example. He used the light example.
this is a circle with light and then it's spinning around itself really fast.
So
That's literally
what
what
does
the
it
sentence
mean?
is saying.
Like, get a string. Can you explain this? Try.
I can.
To me,
Did you get this image?
yes.
Okay.
I mean, it would have, because it's
turning at a high speed, it would look like the whole
Which
thing
which
is,
turns at a high
the
speed?
circle is
What is
spinning.
the circle? That's what we need
The
to
circle
explain.
has a,
So give me
okay.
a
so what does the circle
very
represent,
example.
or what is the?
Sorry?
Do you want to know what the circle represents? Or?
Yeah, yes, yes, of course.
Oh,
First,
okay.
we understand the example first.
Your life, like
Can I
the circle
explain?
Now,
represents.
there is a string
Uh-huh.
and put a light on it, a lamp, for a simple small lamp, for example. Let's say the battery run lamp. There's light there. Or get, I don't know how you call it.
Like a top?
Sorry?
Top.
You know, the coal, when you burn the coal, it becomes red.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you call it?
I don't know. Amber?
Amber? Okay. Put the amber at the end of it, end of the string, amber, and turn it around. Fast. How does it happen to you, appear to you
One
to
image.
be? Sorry?
Looks like one image.
So what is it? What is this?
It looks like one thing, but it's actually composed of something that's changing its form constantly.
Many
So-
moments.
So how do we see it? How do you see it? A
circle.
constant circle. As constant circle. We know it never occurs us that this is only one point in the circle. Right? Oh, that's why I wanted, there's no need to mention the name, but this person to be here, because people use that and say that universe has always existed. Because it changes the one particular point so fast that it appears to be a constant existence. Light represents here existence. It appears to be a constant existence. And human mind, simple mind, without questioning, it has always been like this, so matter is eternal. Look at the simple mind, the childish mind. Matter is eternal. And why? Because we see that the universe is always like that. But it is continuously changing. The light attached to the string, the end of the string, is one point. So that is why to concentrate on each moment of existence is essential. Where this thing came into existence right now, how come it came into existence right now? But yesterday I was similar to myself now, very similar. But as I always give this example, I thought I didn't change from yesterday. I thought. But after years, I realized that no, I was wrong, I was changing. But the change is taking so rapid and fast and similar, like what was the word? Amber. The amber is here. Let's say this is the string, that the amber is here. I am turning it. Look, at every moment, amber is one. Fast? Looks like a circle. It was continuous, fixed, constant existence. Looks like it. But we know that in a larger lifespan, time span, everything changes. So what is the factor who makes the things change? And the change is not accidental. with purpose. And every moment you pull it, turn it. Right? Every moment it is here because of my interference. And another position because I see this. See what I mean? Because of my interference. If I stop interfering, what happens? Then remains 1 point. In the example, this is just it means if there is a motion, definitely there is a factor behind it. If there is a factor behind it, we look at the motion itself. See the qualities in the motion. Accordingly, we decide about the quality of the factor. Right? That's why how we know the Creator. Through the qualities manifested in motion. In motion. That's why the text emphasizes on pay attention to the purpose, which is the result of wisdom. And also pay attention to the physical existence, which is the result of a conscious power manifesting there. Otherwise, you cannot explain the existence. You cannot explain the existence of anything. Get it? If it is done, done. We can. So, wisdom and in general, of course, there are other qualities as well, but wisdom and power work in harmony, hand in hand, if you like. Mainly, this is the main thing. While the wisdom is taking place, beauty is taking place, teaching is taking place, provision is taking place, knowledge is taking place, will is manifesting itself, free will. So you can really see all the qualities that we observe in the existent world and see that these qualities are just the manifestations, the results of it is source of existence. Whatever the source of existence is.
So this second part of the first sentence in the paragraph, I'm trying to understand this. It says the second part of, okay, so it says, and its immaterial aspect, which comprises all forms it will assume during its life. That's what I was. Yeah. And the first sentence of this paragraph we were reading, it says its immaterial aspect, which comprises all forms it will assume during its life. Like that is the second aspect.
So this immaterial aspect is it is the explanation of?
Yeah, all forms it will assume during its life.
No. So,
Well,
no.
okay.
Purposes assign it, comma, its immaterial aspect. It means, for example, there is something here, okay? Water, for example, here there is water. So the water's physical existence is one thing. The purpose in its existence, the meaning through we gather, extract from the creation of the water, from the physical existence of the water, is its purpose. It is immaterial, meaning of it. Do you say that I really enjoyed it, or I really need it, and also it is a wonderful thing? It is a completely different creation. Yeah? It is not the stone. It is not the air. It is water form. It is a strange thing. So in the existence, you start seeing the wisdom by experiencing it. When you see the wisdom, you see what? Immaterial aspect of it. Meaning. Like you see this text, this is paper. When you read it, if it is meaningful, you understand that the information is being transferred to you. Right? That is the immaterial aspect of it. Meaning of this text is immaterial aspect of it. We have to pay attention that the existence of matter is billions times more meaningful than this text has the meaning. The existence of one atom is, you can write volumes of book as much as you study, you cannot come to the end of the qualities of an atom. But atom is an atom. Atom is one single thing. But the people are trying with the whole, the world's people who are in this discipline, physics, they are trying to understand what is in atom for years. And how many people are working on it? In each university, there's the department, there are 5, 10 professors, 20, 50, 100 students working on it. Can they say that, no, one day we will come to an end? Not a wise man can say this. So that's why the immaterial aspect means something to do with the purpose. Purpose means mainly to do with wisdom. It means purposeful existence. You put this pencil here. You say, why did you put it? What is the wisdom in putting it rather than putting on the floor? For example, you see that if this pencil is ready to be used, let this out, etc., and next to my, I use my right hand, some people use left, and right hand, and let's put it next to my right hand and available, full of wisdom. Just the location of the pencil. Can you say that accidentally it happened to be here? But then there should be no wisdom. Do you get it? So this pencil's being here has many, or a lot, not many, a lot of wisdom, and we cannot really attribute it to accident. How can we attribute to the motions of everything at every moment to the which we observe in the universe? It's accident. This, I will say, really they will fall into hell accidentally. So it means really they really deserve to be warned and punished because of the misuse of their humanity. It means misuse the trust. Okay. You wanted to say something?
I just wanted, the other thing that I noticed from this example is that the light spinning is something that attracts our attention. So just the physical form and something bright is a good example because it tries to get our attention, but then when we pay close attention, we'll find that it's something that's spinning, and then when we take a closer look, we'll say, well, there's got to be something that's pulling it towards
something.
And so for me, it's a good example because it makes you wonder what's behind, like it gathers your attention and then it begs you to look deeper. What is it that's pulling it this way?
You have to question.
It can't do it by itself. It's just a light.
You have to question it. But you said, well, I agree. It's a beautiful explanation. Thank you. Contribution. Thank you. But you said light attracts your attention. You know, everything at every moment is in front of your eye. If the existence of anything doesn't attract your attention, what are you expecting to attract your attention? Existence is light in this example. My own existence. If I am put in a cell, small cell, everywhere is completely dark and closed, my own existence is with me. I cannot avoid it.
Right.
So it is very, and also as this light moving here, it's an example and a good example, analogy at this perspective. In this perspective only, everything moves and seems to be there attached to each other. But in reality, if we really think that at every position, if there is a camera, what do they say, the speed of the shot?
Shutter.
Shutter. But the speed of it is called
Shutter speed.
shutter speed is extremely fast. Now the technology didn't reach that. Red. You are moving it, it looks like a circle, but let's say that there is a technology developed and it's possible to take a picture and shows you one point in the circle. That is the amber. But in creation, the movement is taking place so fast, we cannot get one shot.
It's interesting.
Yeah, because it is described in Islamic theology, there is no fixed point that human beings can ever find, but moving point. Yeah, moving point. But we know that is one point. It means every point is meant to be. Can you imagine? We have to be amazed because every point in this circle, example, amber circle, let's turning it, every moment in each dot is meant to be here and then here and then here and then here and then here. Meant to be. When you say that when you say the creator, your heart must really jump up and down with excitement. That is God. It's not a play. It's not a joke. This is not say that, we Pakistanis or Muslims, 99% of the population, we believe in God. It's not a joke. Yeah, I really get annoyed this. Cultural really.
Question. So the fact of the matter is most people are simple-minded. And so like what we're learning here, like how do we how does that translate to the rest of the people in the earth? Because even if you try to explain these things to them, they're not really
Your
going
answer was
to
here,
understand it.
related to
Right.
your
So-
responsibility on behalf of others.
Sorry?
So you are clever and intelligent enough to know that most people are uneducated. So speak on your behalf. I should speak on my behalf. So what I have to do, take a direction for myself. What am I expected to do? Speak to yourself. To know on behalf of yourself. And not only me too. What I should do. But the people, let's say I'm studying mathematics, let's say at college level, if the professor teaches something, if the student stands up and says, excuse me, sir, not everybody is a mathematics student. Not everybody is in this class. What the professor says? Get out of this class, idiot man. Do you understand? You are here. You know that you are the student in this class. Take the lesson at your level. Why do you speak on behalf of others? So this is the very common disease. People justify their laziness by attributing it to other people's not being educated and not really using their intelligence. None of your business. We didn't say they will go to hell or something. None of my business. But I wouldn't take the existence and my existence very simply. No. I have to take it. If you like, take up the responsibility on my own shoulders. So this is your comment was the comment which is made here in this circle, this kind of circle, more than 1,000 times. So I'm really, really sensitive about it. Because when they see that the professor is teaching, I'm not a professor, but that's an example. When the professor is teaching something very fine in mathematics, if they don't want to really try to understand and really attribute it to themselves, they look for an excuse. I don't know, how can I get this responsibility? Not everybody is a mathematics student.
Well,
What if everybody? That's an excuse. No. Don't do that. Don't. I'm not speaking to you. That's a very general attitude, not in you. Maybe once upon a time I was like this as well.
I mean, the prophets of Allah, I just want to make a comment, please.
No, thank you very much. Going to the religious sources and narrating the religious sources doesn't happen here. Only the conclusions that you draw from it, you speak. We don't allow anybody to narrate the hadith and ayah according to his interpretation, whatever it is. Well, and then it's his interpretation of the verse and ayah, and say that the hadith, the Prophet says so. No, it's not. You are saying it. This is your interpretation because you are locating it within this context. This is a common mistake. You should come and follow seriously without being busy with anything else for 1 or 2 years, and then you will grasp the methodology. It is completely different if you have patience, inshallah. I'm not making it difficult, but this is the reality. We are always using simplistic way of, I'm not saying you are simple, always, we too, simplistic way of giving a reference to an hadith and say the Prophet said, listen from it, what is your world view as a result of this understanding? Don't give me the sacred text in order to defend my understanding. Don't use it as a shield. That's why we don't allow people to narrate ayat and hadith, because this is the result of culture. And we are trying to really build our own belief from within ourselves. How can I be sure? Not because I heard. How can I conclude by myself? Not because in my culture it is like this. So I'm very sensitive about it because you are the first time coming maybe. Yeah, that's why you don't know the methodology here. That's why I say, be patient and come here for a couple of months and then get warm up. And then you will understand what needs to be done for yourself or not. That's up to you.
I asked the same question 3 years ago.
Yeah. So I brushed him how many times? So
and now I can tell you that my argument back then was also like, oh, the hadith says, or well, I have to understand the worldview from what you're saying. And now I can say that when I look at the hadith or I look at an ayah, I understand it in a different meaning. Like, for example, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Now I understand it in a different light. Okay, yeah. Well, part of my taklif or my burden is I have a different understanding, a different level of understanding than someone else, and someone has a different level of understanding than I do. And God is not going to hold me accountable to their level of understanding. They're not going to hold them accountable to my level of understanding. Everyone's going to be held accountable to their level of understanding and their capacity of understanding.
I also have experienced many professors in secular sciences, and they come from Muslim cultural background, they are very smart people in their subject. They use their own human capacities in their world life. When it comes to religion, if you say that we have a personal responsibility towards your religion, and what? And you said something that they have to take up on their own shoulder, the responsibility of building up their own belief. Same, I'm not saying, you are not a professor, are you?
No.
Maybe I'm not referring to you at all. Sorry. So they change it and say, but the common people cannot be that intelligent to reason in this way. What are you trying to do? Putting himself at the level of common people. When it comes to his own profession, he says, I am the professor. I'm not referring to you. That is the general attitude in traditional religious culture. Everybody is influenced by it.
When did this start?
Sorry?
When did this traditional?
With the human beings. As they came to this world. Because we are lazy in really concentrating on our own responsibility. When it comes to making money, and for example, if you are running something, a business or something, we are very meticulous. We don't say, common people don't understand this, so I should not start the business. Have you ever seen anybody? Common people don't know how to run business. Why should I do it? Money makes you well. But speaking about God is superficial something, it doesn't fill the stomach. We always refer this. Human beings do not consist of body. Body is not a human being, it's animal. Yeah? Horses have better body than you do. I'm listening to you. so for me, so let's, we have 15 minutes, let's go further. But no offense, I don't mean a particular person, because this man, I was fed up with him. Unfortunately, he comes from Egypt, full of culture. Even the music, pop music is religious. Can you imagine? Everything narrates ayat and hadith. Oh, God forbid. It's a very religious culture. God forbid. Never, ever personal responsibility. What am I doing? What is my existence of my meaning? Dangerous. You are not coming from this religious Turkish or Arab or Pakistani background. You are safe.
It doesn't matter. No, she's not safe.
Did I?
No, I'm sorry, but I really have to make sure that this point is clear. Everyone has their obstacles in life. Everyone has their challenges.
Yeah.
And they're equal, because if they weren't equal, then God wouldn't be fair.
And actually, many people who become Muslim do adopt that mainstream culture from Egypt or Pakistan or whatever mosque they're going to. So I have seen people who become even more.
They take you into their own masjid, yes. And then their own culture.
Yeah, and then they really try to, show they're super Muslim by doing all the externals.
Because you don't know how to pronounce ayin and kha and ha.
No, the ha I can pronounce. It's my expertise.
But let's come.
The ayin, I don't know.
Yeah, and ayin.
No, that one. The ayin is a nightmare letter.
You say your destiny is in hell. You don't know even if you don't know the very basic
I can write
letters.
the Arabic letters very well, so that should help.
let's move. It was a joke and there's a break. Okay. Carry on. Big homework.
Joke at my expense.
Okay.
All right. Denying God's existence and unity means attributing to every atom and natural cause as much knowledge and power as to create the whole universe.
It is a big correct. No one says that. Nobody says the atom has created the universe. Nowadays, some people are crazy enough to say that the universe came out of an atom. So they are looking for a God particle and this kind of things. Whatever they do, these are names I know. But in practical life, no one says that I created the universe. In practical life, no one can claim that I created my cells. No one that. But this sentence must be understood. If you don't understand that unity means absoluteness of the Creator. Absolute. Beyond imagination, beyond comprehension, but we are sure such a thing exists. That's human conclusion. Human conclusion, not religious conclusion. Human conclusion. Such a thing exists. Now, this absolute source of existence, when the absolute source of existence has not been acknowledged, the text says, are you careful that your claim includes or based on everything is able to create the universe, every atom? And he would say, no, so, okay. If the atom is not able to create the universe, the other atom is not able to create the universe, the other atom is not able to create the universe. So how do you explain the existence of these particular atoms, the atoms in the construction of the universe? And how do you explain the all combination of the atoms makes a perfect order, harmonious order? So they don't realize the contradiction in the reasoning lie there. If they say that the atom cannot create the universe, all right, can it create itself? Any physicist may say, well, I've never heard, and there is no such a crazy person happened. You never know. It may happen later on. But up to now, we don't know. The thing gave existence to itself. I repeat this. You notice those people who come continuously. The thing cannot create itself. Because, how do we know? I don't have to go to the lab and, sorry?
No, it's a priori conclusion.
Yeah, so I don't have to go to the lab. That's correct, a priori conclusion. I don't have to go to the lab and see if the things are giving existence to themselves. You don't know why? Because it is logically self-contradictory. I don't exist, but I gave existence to myself. We have to be sure about this. That's why I keep repeating that. It is the fundamental reason for human beings. We have to be aware of it. But if we don't think about it, we say, the universe happened by itself like that. How come? So we have to be very careful. The things cannot give existence to itself. How the very thing itself can give existence to another thing. Cannot give existence to itself. Will give existence to another thing. Another thing, and of course, if I can give existence to one thing as a human being, conscious being, Think about it. You and I are conscious beings. We have free will. We have memory. We have experience, and collective experiences where we benefit from each other's experiences. So we have a really good opportunity compared to stones or plants. Yeah. I cannot give existence to anything by using my own human power, human quality, not the power. Human qualities, all of them. How I can say that one atom could give existence to another thing, if I could give existence to one atom before it existed, now there was no atom at all. Only gave existence to one atom, right? One atom. It means I can give existence to the second one because it is nothing. There was nothing, and I gave existence to something. It means I can give. Yes, this sentence says it means if you could give existence to one thing, you could give existence to the whole universe, logically. Now, can you say that? An atom gave existence. Atom has the quality to give existence to itself. It is illogical. To another thing, impossible. There's no quality showing. To the rest of the universe, no. Now, but it's obvious that if I cannot give existence to another atom, what in parentheses, what we do, we use what already exists and think that I am creating. Yeah, that is simplistic. So we have to be really serious about our qualities. We only use consumers. I always use this expression. I really love it for myself. We are nothing but consumers, already consuming using the already existing things. It is perfect to realize for yourself that, look, my existence, everything I am, all my position is nothing but consumption. Get it? Oh, well, I'm using something else. Where did I get them? I am using my mind, I am using my eyes, I am using my ear, I am using my memory, I am using my senses, I am using my impulses. Where did I get them? We have to be endlessly grateful to the one who gave us all these. Because we cannot bring anything into existence by ourselves. Everything we are using. And then it reminds me almost this point, we say, we are serving God. You must be joking. God is serving you. You are using everything which is created by Him. You are not giving anything to Him. How can you serve Him? Don't be ridiculous. Right? So this expression is common. That is why I criticize this expression. Why? For what? Not to criticize somebody. Look, don't fall behind the veil of imitation, imitating the vocabulary you heard from your parents. It's very dangerous. It blocks your way to think, to reflect, to recover who you are. It's a very dangerous thing. So feel comfortable. So there is wuqa. There is a very typical culture, Muslim culture. So I'm going to work, take care of the children. Okay, that's very, very dangerous. So this one, if I have to be noticed that if I don't accept that this existence is coming from incomprehensible one who is not of the nature of this universe. Right? Be careful. Who is not nature of this universe. That's why it is incomprehensible. The nature of which is incomprehensible. But the existence of it is inevitable. There must be such a thing. So when you understand this, give existence to him. If you don't want to admit this, what is left to you? We have to be very careful. This idolatry, there was something, idols there, people used to worship, is ridiculous. This alternative makes every single particle in the world into a thing which is powerful enough, qualified enough to give existence to the whole universe. How ridiculous it is. But that is what denial is. That's why the Quran says denial is the biggest crime. الشرك ظلم عظيم. Why? You are making the biggest insult to the thing itself. It is here saying that you can create the universe. The right of the thing says, no, I am just given existence, I am created. In its being disposition, it says, I am nothing but a created being employed here. Wherever I am created for, I'm there. I cannot do anything. How can you make me, for example, if someone says I'm very poor and yeah, I am, yeah, somehow. And some people say that you are the king of the world. You must be joking, man. You must be joking. Even my wife doesn't listen to me. So what do you mean that I'm the king of the world? No one listens to me. I have no power over anybody, including myself. If something happens to my body, I have no power to control my body itself. It is an insult to me. It means a sarcastic way of addressing me. So this sentence, this introductory sentence, actually, is the summary of the following two paragraphs. So you can read it, and be careful. In the paragraph is explained this, and but we have to think about it. We understand, inshallah. We don't have to talk a lot because we have already talked a lot.
Those who refer to true scientific knowledge and truth must admit.
We discussed the true scientific knowledge means true scientific knowledge, a summary. Studying the universe and any part of the universe and being honest to what you have observed. Don't condition it. Yeah, don't be opinionated about it. So scientific means don't really interpret it according to your preconceived ideology. Either denial or believe in God. Look at the case and be free to see what is there exactly and then conclude. No, don't say, we believe in God, as God created it. What is the evidence? You have to go through the evidence. You have to go through the process. Or saying that the matter exists by itself, this happens to be naturally like this. It is both equally stupid. Not human. I mean, forgive my language. It's not human. Imitation in both cases is not human. Yeah. So true, because if we don't pay attention to true, the word true, and what the author really means by it, then we say scientific knowledge, it means those people who study in lab.
Right.
Now, Everybody is a scientist. Even a farmer is a scientist in his own field. Even if, I don't know, the person who's illiterate is a scientist in his cooking and choosing the best food. They're scientists. Everybody is scientist within his own field of interest at his own level, but everybody is scientist. Yeah.
Those who refer to true scientific knowledge and truth must admit, through their ingratitude and unbelief, that every minute particle and natural cause has enough knowledge to produce garments for everything that exists, as well as for the forms they will assume during their growth.
Now, this sentence, who will rephrase the sentence so that we shouldn't really think much because we don't have much time left? Let the people who know the methodology. Anybody who is somehow, just rephrase it. Rephrase it.
I can take a stab at it.
Yeah.
So I think what it's again trying to explain is pretty much what we covered on the with the line above,
Yeah.
which is like people who are again with true scientific knowledge, people who are honest with their findings and observership, are like cannot conclude that everything is just natural. Like it can't just exist on its own almost. So they must. Yeah, like as far as what we've read, that's what it's saying. Like you can't just say that everything is going to exist.
Yeah, during their growth,
Right.
they cannot, because anytime I change, which happens all the time, I take another form. If you don't believe, see my pictures when I was 18 years old. Form change. Tree, plants, animals. Because we have to pay attention that every single quality of a thing is specifically treated. Specifically treated. A new garment, a new form. That's why the word is introduced to us, al-musawwir, doesn't mean only once. At every moment, as the act of creation is renewed continuously, form is renewed continuously, purpose is renewed continuously. Knowledge is renewed continuously. Nothing is static in this world. So you cannot say that I have my clothes now, and I have my shape now, but tomorrow the shape will change. So it is a new shape I will be given. Yeah. Yesterday was a different shape. I had a different shape. So close to each other, I see it as a continuation of the same thing. Yeah? It's so simple, eh? Okay.
I don't know. I don't understand this part because it says here that those who have true scientific knowledge, meaning those that
Honest.
They're honest to their
Qasim said,
findings,
honest.
right? They must admit that every particle has enough knowledge to produce garments for everything,
For themselves,
and
yeah.
it has enough power.
Yeah. They are taking a new shape.
Right,
How?
itself.
No, not that, but
But that's what it says.
as we see that they are taking a new shape, we have to say, can they give this shape to themselves? Or somebody is clothing them with this shape? Can they do, for example, can you give a shape to yourself? You were a baby, you were a child and young man, and I don't know what you think of yourself now, still young or middle-aged.
Oh, that's not good.
But I feel comfortable that I'm a very old man. But you may not admit it, that's up to you. Not very, but getting into. Okay. So, do you give the shape to you as a conscious being to yourself?
No,
No,
the part
this-
that's throwing me off is that it says here it has enough knowledge.
No,
Isn't that conditioned to
no condition.
this through their
Through
gratitude?
the ingratitude.
Yeah. So it means, do you think that they can do it? That's very simple. Do you think, human being, do you think that they can do it? Okay. Yep.
It also must have as much power as necessary to renew continually all garments torn up by the thorns of events over time.
Yeah, so power, it must have power as well. And we understand that can the things have power from themselves, by themselves, to give a new form, new existence? The answer is obvious. We see no sign that they have this quality. No one can demonstrate it. So it's, yeah.
Just a comment, so when what the author is referring to here, saying that those who refer to true scientific knowledge, meaning that they're stuck with thinking that matter is creating
means-
matter itself.
It means you are using your given intelligence, whatever you are experiencing in this world, through scientific. No, don't make it a scientific thing. For example, I am here. Let's say I got thirsty and needed to drink, and take the water, drink. I don't pay attention to it because I'm nothing worse than an animal. But when you think about it, you are doing scientific. It means trying to see the qualities in its existence as much as I can. I don't have to be a chemist.
Okay, so
Then if I am honest, let's say, if I have not conditioned myself with anything, I can easily come to this conclusion.
but hang on a second, it's saying, I understand that part where you're questioning based on how much you have developed your abilities, right? So you're true to yourself.
But if you are true, that is the important thing. If you are honest, that is the important
So
thing.
being honest to
Level
yourself.
is not important. Being a student is important.
So be,
Either, I don't know, high school or university or college or whatever. But do you think that you are a student? Do you think that you have to think?
so that's being honest to
Yeah.
yourself. Okay.
And without any prejudice,
Mhm. Okay.
any already built up concepts.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, okay, that part is clear. So through their ingratitude and unbelief, so I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
but
how does that mean?
conditioned mind.
But you
It
have to
means
be, don't you have to be honest though to reach the conclusion that you are being that you do have this quality of ingratitude? Like a person who's not honest with themselves will not come to that conclusion.
For example, if someone offers you what you need, if you have an ungratitude attitude, you don't feel that you have to acknowledge the fact that you are given something.
Yeah.
You just say that, it's here, I found it, I'm lucky.
What I'm trying to understand is that we said like being honest to yourself, meaning that realizing that yes, I am, like the analogy you said, I'm a student learning. So I'm being honest to myself in terms of I'm utilizing my abilities to question, right? To question things,
If
matter.
you are using it.
If
you
I
are
am using it. If I'm using my abilities to question, if I am using it, then I will come to a conclusion that I'm given, and that I'm in that process. I've been ungrateful to
No, just grateful.
through their ingratitude and
No.
unbelief. What is that part coming
So
I
from?
think we should just continue reading the paragraph.
I don't think
because-
so. I think we need to decide.
Let's read the paragraph.
No, because it does explain it as you.
Okay,
guys-
let's read the paragraph. Yep.
Even human beings, the fruit of the tree of creation, and supposedly the most powerful cause, the most knowledgeable, and having the most comprehensive willpower, let alone minute particles, cannot fashion a suitable garment for a thorny tree. However, the all-wise Maker clothes it in ever-new garments while it grows, and makes it green, richly decorated and perfectly fitting garments swiftly and easily. All glory be to him who brings what he wills into existence by saying to it, be, and it is. Glory be to him in whose hand is the dominion of all things, and unto him you are returning.
I think we don't have much time left, but we can easily say that, look, the things are given existence, not by me, not by themselves. It is impossible. So the one who gives existence to the thing cannot be describable within the conditions of this universe. That's why it is created by someone who cannot be describable and who is not subject to the conditions of this order of the universe. On the contrary, he is the creator of this whole universe. That is our comfortable, logical, human conclusion. And that's why he must create not like me, because I cannot say that I want something here right now. It doesn't happen. But when I look at the universe is given existence by a thing wills and it happens. Otherwise, it is not subject to, I have to do this and then this and then this. It's not subject to anything. Why? The universe says, I am coming from a source, from such a source. The description of the Quran says, be and it is. It means will. However the universe is willed, it is coming in existence. I cannot describe how he is really producing. No, because I cannot really comprehend within the conditions of this universe, because it is the creator of this universe. So I cannot use any vocabulary which I experience here. That means kun fayakun means be and it is, means you cannot use any vocabulary. In another occasion, we said when we say Allahu Akbar means, sorry?
God is the greatest.
Sorry. God is the
Greatest.
No, it is meaningless.
Yeah.
God cannot be comprehensible within the conditions of this universe. It is beyond your imagination. Don't try to comprehend it within the conditions of this universe. So prayer is only will be a prayer, really worship, if you start prayer with this awareness, Allahu Akbar, awareness. So God is the greatest is
Reduction.
Not really. I mean, greatest could mean that he's incomprehensible. Like
yes,
so
okay.
Tremendous. That
Whatever. Yeah.
Can't even.
But just saying this phrase, just saying this translation doesn't help. What you mean helps. What you mean by it helps. Especially when we are praying, we say Allahu Akbar, we keep saying Allahu Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah. What does it mean? What does it mean? Refreshing our understanding. That incomprehensible. That's why I should never try to imagine or anything, but be aware that it is beyond comprehension. So vocabularies, generally speaking, don't help. Vocabularies. So the translation either in this way or another way, no. What is your consciousness? How your consciousness is related to the meaning of this phrase, and how much are you aware of it? Otherwise, if you don't say Allahu Akbar, your prayer is not accepted because it is the requirement. What is that? Are you talking about American law or what? Yeah, the consciousness. Consciousness is aware. Whatever the language you use, what it refers to, we must be aware of it. We have to stop here. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Akhiru da'wahum and alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.